Hi guys, I just wanted to quickly show you. I showed this in the last stream. I've just dropped back on it as the bream have completely, the spots have completely died. Been trying for them, no success on about 6 pegs. I've tried over the last 6 game days. But the pike peg, what we usually do our pike fishing from, is really producing. Let me show you the net. Not be a minute, guys. Just want to show you the net. Okay. Okay, here we go. Show you the net and the. I've only 2 fish to catch, and I'm going to be weighing in. I've got a few from the other day of bream. Not the other day. The earlier on this. An hour or 2 ago. I've been keeping them for the cafe orders and the roach of cafe orders, but all the rest have been took out of this. Even bream took out of the actual spot I'm showing you. Look at the list of fish I've got. Bleak, bream, burbot, Chinese sleeper, chub. Well, you can read the list yourself, but common carp, common roach, cruising carp, Gibel carp, eyed, rough, tench, a rough and a bleak on a 1/0 hook, 1/0 hook. That's a massive hook. So no idea, and a white bream as well. So I just thought I'd show you this spot. We can cast in for 2 more fish. This, you know where we usually do we usually lean over here and cast over there to the log, and in that water there, that's where we cast for pike. But I'm actually studying this area at the moment. See the gap in the weed, just sending a bit of sunshine rays down. That's where I'm concentrating the feed and I'm casting over that. I'll show you where I'm casting. I'm clipped at 7 meters, I do believe. Let me just check. 8, 7. I actually pressed enter to get into the clip, so it's clipped at 7, and I'm on. you won't believe what I'm fishing on, guys. Well, you may do actually. I'm fishing on the basic worm, the early worm, what we dig from day one, sort of thing. Well, we don't dig from day one, but you know what I mean. It's in the game from early on, and it's been such a devastating. It's been such a devastating bait on this spot. I'll show you with rod 3 what I'm set up at. But we'll get a couple of rods out. We want 2 fish. That shouldn't take long. I've literally set 10 minutes just to set the stream up. So hopefully in that time the fish, in that time probably half the day has gone, but I'll pick the 3rd one up and show you what we're fishing on. It's basically my bream setup, but with tench, the stock tench ground bait. I've got the bream. Well, I fish heavy for bream, but we've got the bream hook, we've got the nature worm, and we call them earthworms in the UK. But it's it's your soil worm. What's you just dig your garden over in the UK, and the lobworm, I think they call them as well. I'm thinking that's the one it's using. And as with our streams of casting, it's been absolutely mega, and I've not got a bite. Let's see how we go. Anyway, doesn't take long. Maybe it just needs coaxing with a bit of feed. So I'll show you how I do me. Why you're at it. I'm taking it that the cages are a bit further on, so I spread it out all around the lines. Usually more over, you know, more over the lines, so that where the cage is actually down at the a bit more. I want to go a bit further actually. So we want 2 fish in there. So getting plenty of gibel. I've had one over 2 kilogram. One more fish, and then we need to empty our net. But it's I've had 2 trophies. I've had a trophy tench and a trophy gibel. There were another trophy and I forgot what it were. I'll remember in a minute. Okay, let me just have a look at here. Trophies. Got the tench. Really nice. I actually got that fishing not like this. I actually had a go. I just levelled it onto Chodrig. So I wanted to try me chod rods out. I got slower bites, but I got carp and I got a few nice tench. That one being the best. Also, Gibel carp. That's on the worm, as you can see. And I'm using the 1-0 hook. As you can see, I'm struggling. The bream's not short, so I'm struggling getting silver. But I'm hoping this net full of. We've got our one more fish bit. Looks a bit here. It might not be a big one, but in fact, you can put that one back, can't you? It's tiny, so you can actually release and. In fact, there's a few in the net what I could release and go for bigger fish. But I'm after a roach actually. I'm not actually targeting the roach, I'm hoping it's going to come in. But beware guys, in this peg I've had a couple of, in fact you probably see it if we look in the net. Can I do it by weight? By weight again? We've had a couple, although this is not so bad. I've had a couple in 9.5 common carp. We've had quite a lot of carp showing up. This session they've not been too bad, so I've been bringing them in pretty easy, you know. I hope everything's okay for you. And that. We are on 1 fish left, aren't we? Let me just check. 99, yeah. I missed that one. I'm going to leave the rods on it because as soon as I catch the next fish, I'm going to honest guys, it's faster than this. In fact, I cast them in and bring the rods out when I. The bites are all the time like that, but usually one's going in one direction. I'll cast the other one in and watch how they all. You can put bigger bait on and everything. Let's see. That's the Gibel. We'll put the rods down, I think. See, now I can't bring that out now, can I? Not so big. I'll run and empty the net anyway. We should be okay. The leaders could break before anything else if a big cat takes it. I know you shouldn't really be doing this since your last. I don't think I had the rods since the last. What's the word? Oh god, I've said it again early on in streaming. Oh, what's the word? I have a habit, and I didn't have it before I started streaming. And this lost compass. Getting carried away. Run past the bridge. I bought 3 14-kilogram rods, and I'm really happy with them. Great for breaming, balanced, really good. See, what I am doing is trying to wait for the. I've got the bream order, I got the Gibel order. We get that order. How many do they want? 2, so we got that order too. I'm waiting for the roach. I want 1, but we didn't actually target it. Maybe we can when we go back. That one. So that's for 28. So we really do want that. Bleak. We have got bleaking, but not big enough. Rough. We do have roughing, but not big enough. You could actually go for them actually with how much they want for. Although it is 6. That's a big carp and that's a big carp, so not too bothered about them. Grass carp. I did get a grass carp, I think, but not that big. But it is in that area. We can go for it. Okay, so let's see what's in. I don't think it's as much as the bream for a full net. But it should be. Oh, it's not too bad, is it? You know, 256 silver. Got these tench. Start by weight. So a 3.5 tench 14. Got plenty there. Got 70 silver of tench. Only the bream really what I'm keeping for one, or am I? See if I've still got. I've just done the 2.7, so I may not have them. May not need them really. Let's have a look. Right, no, I don't have them, so I can sell everything. I can get the ones, you know. In fact, I can sell everything now. I wanted the roach, didn't I? Keep the. I'm going to sell them separate. And that I'll keep as well, because that becomes a chub order that can sell. Common carp. I've nothing really big, so them can sell. The Cruisians might get a cafe order, so and I don't know what to do with all the Gibel. It's a Gibel hotspot there, guys. Just get on it. If we can sort by weight and have a look what that big ones were. I think the 2, I mean, you know, the 2 adds up, what, that's 81 silver, you know, and they were coming in really fast. I'm gonna have to sell some, and I don't need all of them. I don't need to sell them really, I can keep them. We don't need that. Not worth much anyway, that one. Rough. We got 3 rough, not worth much, but having said that, there are a couple of silver. And white bream for them. And the bleak. Not worth nothing. I think that's it. So we're after cafe orders with these what are left. That's fine. So, how much have I left in the... please don't tell me. So I've still got... God, I've still got 150. How much room have I got? Let's have a say. I'm going to select 73. I can show you anyway. I think the order will come in. We've not took many out, have we? So I'll just show you a few, catching a few. I weren't actually going to stay on long. Just wanted to show you the peg and tell you to get on it. Show you the fish I'm catching and the method and the way. Most of my time of the stream's been running through. But hopefully you're hearing me and see me okay. Had a few problems with my PC and my PC keeps crashing and stuff. Oh, the tench is there. And it's worm, guys. I'm just fishing the normal, natural worm, or nature worm, I think they call it. These are the rods. They're only 300 each, silver. They're, let me spell it here. Got these 3 rods here. They're an upgrade from the Asteria. These I think 7.5 kilograms. These are 14. They're 4.1 meters long. They've got 4 tips on them. Work really well on the carp. I brought 10 kilogram carp in, you know, handles them really well, and yeah, I'm really happy with them. This is the setup. The bream mix, the mix is the stock tench mix, nothing added, no extra things in. I am throwing it in pre-feeding it. I've gone to inline from the loop. Sorry guys, I've gone from inline on the just to try these inline feeders, but loop, paternoster, basic bottom feeding, all them will work as long as you can show them a hook and a worm and put the tench feed near it in a cage. You're gonna catch. What it does seem to want is, it seems to want a little starter. If it goes quiet, just I'll put some more in. If it goes quiet, guys, just you know, what I usually do is I throw some feed in, and usually you put a few in and then one will start beeping. I take that as that's the level what's attracted them again. It may not work that way, but we got a bite there. Just put 3 in and we got instant interest sort of thing. So what I would do if I were throwing ball, I'd stop now, just to so that you don't overfeed or anything like that. But while we're on a session and it's a different day, I'm going to put a bit more in. I want to get some around that gap. You know, like the break there in the centre of the. That's about where the cages will be underwater. They don't just stop where the line goes now. As far as I'm concerned, the feed needs to go near the cage, because that's where the cage is feeding the hook. So to me, if you look at them when you're on Curie, you'll be able to. That one good, right? Goodness me, the limp throw. If you look on Curie, you can see how far the cage goes, and it's very. You feel you're throwing to the cage, but when you watch them drop through, it's an. In fact, when you go to Curie, make it a ground baiting lesson. Put a cage out and try and get your ground baits near it. You can see it clear to the bottom, and just guess at where on the surface a ball of ground bait can drop near you, and I'll promise you, you'll end up throwing short to where it actually goes through to the cage. It's very, very deceiving how far past the line going in the water you have to throw, especially in the deep holes, you know. It's a bit easier in shallow water. Right, come on guys, we had a little bite before, as usual. Also, if you go 10 minutes without, well, I'm saying 10 minutes, if you go a few minutes without getting a bite, but you know it's a place where you should be getting a lot of bites, just give it a couple of casts over, and it should just trigger them off again, because you were feeding the spot where you know, each one of your cages feeds the spot, sort of thing. The clip is 7, yeah, mate. I am sorry. Hiya, Aruna. Sorry, I've got my distant glasses, and you're on me. You're on my nearest TV. So yeah, clip is 7. I'll bring this one in and just show you, mate. That's why I'm not getting bites, Arunus. Believe it or not, they come in and Rough come in for about 10 minutes in the session. But if I just show you what that is, look at the hook that's just been toucan. Berserker hook. I'm catching big bream and carp on this, and yet it can catch a bleak. They must have written something in the coding so that, you know, if they're not fish, there must be a small factor written into that big hook if there's small fish about. Okay, so that's me. I've got the tip on 14 light. I'm fishing it exactly as I fish for my bream, except I'd probably be loop. I've got points into inline and my skills. I don't actually remember even putting them points in, but I can't change them, so I'm just trying it to see if it'll help me get these tench. But I'll show you the clip. I'm going to have to press enter so it'll go to 8, but I'm actually at 7. Now you can change that dependent on the length of your rods. I'm actually using 4.1 rods, so I'm using a shorter clip. If you were 3.9 or less, you can add another meter on, you know. But it's been, you know, you saw the last net, and that's just through a day and a half of just fishing here. Somebody else caught eels here, and I caught a burbot here. I just wanted to get this out to you and get y'all trying it. I caught the big tench fishing exactly the same place. So all the gibels go tiny, and I start catching small fish when I click record stream, sort of thing. Typical, innit, guys? Yeah, the clip's at 7. If you're using smaller than You know, if you're using 3 meters 6, add another meter on, so 8 meter clip. If you're using longer rods than that, just knock another meter off, you know, so 6 meters for longer rods. Don't actually believe what's happening. I've been getting for the last. It did take me half a game day just setting up and making everything right, but I've lost my fish. This is a hot spot, guys. Trust me. Don't go off what I'm doing now because it's just my luck as I click record. There are fish here, and you know. You will bag up if you come here. Bag up, I mean catch a lot, fill your keep net. That's the thing. Surprised the carp have not come in. Usually get carp and tench and stuff. Looks like one of them sleeper bites. Unless it was slamming off. I'll just have a look. A rough bite. I knew there was something on it, but you know, you can leave your rod there for another hour and you know, in-game hour, and there's a little fish on. That's a better one, isn't it? Now I don't know why all of a sudden the roughs come on. It must be something coded into the peg or anything. I've been absolutely storming it with tench and Gibel, carp. Them are the main three out of here. And then you do get a few cruising. I can't believe this. I'm going to throw another ball in, but I could. Oh. I'm going to throw another ball in, but I could overfeed it, which I don't want to do. But I'd just wait. I'll move to another peg if I do overfeed it. Try use the highest you've got. I was using a 10. Set it by the bell. And that missed it. Very good. I didn't miss a fish earlier on. I don't know what's going on. Typical. Now the effect of casting in is feeding the peg, you see. That's what would have probably happened if I'd have put a ball of ground bait in. So don't be scared of putting a ball of ground bait in if you've got a bite and stuff. It will still feed the others and be there for... I'm going to check that one again because I can see tip moving. I think there's another rough on it. No, if you lift it up and press R for Robert, and you see the retrieve speed near the reel, there's no fish on it, you can put the rod back down and just tension again, saving your bait. I know you're all saving worms. You might want to get rid of them and bring it in and freshen it up a bit. I'm going to I'm not happy with the way it's feeding. I'm going to put some more. See if we can Get some going. Can't believe it, all the bites have stuck. Okay. Missed again. Well, I didn't miss a bite and I missed 2 in a row. But you get the idea. Just because I'm a bad fisherman, it doesn't mean you're going to have that problem, does it? Actually, they're quite well spread out then. I had them a lot neater than that. What I try and do is cast over the hole and what? The fish, if there's a fish on that. Something's going on. God. They're just winding me up, these rods. Typical, isn't it? Right. So I try and cast over the centre of the hole and then just put them where they go. I have been closing the reel as I cast, so that'll make a difference to where the cage swings towards me. If I'm closing if I do that, the cage will swing towards me as it's sinking through the water. That's not left much room. Bit better. Now we get a bit of action just because we've got them in a different place and cast them in again. I think casting has something to do with bite ratios and how the bites work. I think it triggers the next rod. Many a time I've cast in and the next rod will go because you've just cast it. As if it's triggering something in the corner. But we're faster than this, guys. That's why I jumped on to let you know the spot. Can't believe it's not hot now. It's as if they have we saw the roughs come through, and then we saw a bleak, did we? I think we saw a bleak. It's as if they're coming through in order of the day, you know, different feeding times. But the rods have been slamming right round, you know, and right down to water's edge. Yeah, not taking it for some reason. Then as you can see, you know, these rods work really well. You know, with the 9.4 leader, you can swing them in, you know. And this is how it is usually. You know, these bites come in nice. I don't know what happened, why I was setting up and things. Maybe it's because I weren't casting in for a few game hours. It probably needs building up again, you know. I weren't happy with that rod 3. It just didn't feel right there. So now I've tweaked it to where it won't. Not what to do. I'm not doing so good with this rod 3. I don't know. Sorry guys, it's like a ding ding, I hate that noise. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you the spot, and I don't think I'm gaining anything by just sit here and watch them rods go. You will catch fish, guys. I don't know, I've just had a glitch on this peg. I can promise you it's the way to go on this peg. You will catch. Just give it a go. Give it 2 days, and if you don't catch, don't fish it again, sort of thing. But the fish are here, mate. I'm going to stop the stream just for that. Stop that buzzing. But you can see the rods. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. These rods keep going like this, but they've only just started going like this. I've just had them. Well, you saw me net and species. You see that it's all 3 rods going now. That's what I'm trying to show you. They do go like that, especially if you're taking your line. And just watch your lines, watch them for running. Ah, that one, see rod 1, then go. Then just reel into them, bring them to the surface, bring them in. And surprised they're not a bit bigger. But once you get them feeding, each cast will feed them, because every time you cast in, you're giving them feed, you see, so it's like a self-topping up see that bite when the rod went in. I'm sure that's something written into game, that. Oops, that bumped that then. That were pretty. That might have been a carp, but it were a big. What I'm trying to say is that you saw the weight of the fish, and then it's like it's simulating bumping a fish. When the hook just hits the lip, and then actually scrapes and comes away without actually penetrating the fish's lip to hook it, you know. That's simulating that. That's a bump fish sort of thing. Happens in real life in fishing. The one that got away sort of thing. It was that big, honest. They've never seen it. Go on, be a tench. Right, so at least I've shown you a nice tench, you know. You've seen what we're fishing on there. This is rod... Is it rod 2? I'll show you rod 2, the setup. We've been putting in the tench feed. Oh, sorry guys. Supposed to be Y and I press T. Okay, showing you rod 2 enter. Rod 2, here we go. This is me set up on rod 2, and it's the nature worm. Got it on all the lot. Just to prove it, rod 1. It's me heavy bream rig this really. But you've seen the hook they're catching on, and I think I showed you both trophies I've got today with it. You know, so give it a go guys. That's rod 3, similar sort of setup. Exactly the same really, or it should be. If it's not same as the other rods, any other rods, that's my mistake, because it's supposed to be all same, you know. And when they're coming in and they're like 3 big tench one after another, you know, it's great fishing, you know. And I don't mind these carp coming in, as long as they're that size, you can handle them easy. The bigger ones take you around the island, you know, you have to run round with them. I don't mind doing that, but we've not caught many. But well, I had 76 before I started. God, we've got 96 already, so we've caught 20 fish in that little time. I'm glad I looked at that. We've got 4 fish and we have it. I'm waiting for the cafe order to go on to change to the different, because I've got at least 3 or 4 things I could you know, they've got 3 or 4 things I could, what's the word? Oh, I've said what's the word again, guys. And what I do, I mean, there's probably only so far you can go, but when you get a quiet moment like this and it stops, see, you just did it. You don't need a lot, just a couple. And it brings the feed on again, or it should. Let that one go a bit longer because I've been not hooking that with this rod for some reason. best be careful, aren't I? In fact, have a look. What an idiot. I just closed the, it might still be on, but I don't think it will be. I just closed it off to have a look at the map where it was. Not sure whether it's C2 or C3, but that'll give him a chance, won't it? Oh god, I don't know why they restrict the text. I've just wrote another 3 lines to what that sent. Put my head's down, I'm not watching what's being written into the Pike Spot on Old Burg, 2167. Right, so all in the weed, click. It says one on nature worm and using. That's where I'm up to. Using dock and GB. That should be enough. I think that's enough info. That should be enough info, I'm sure. Okay, guys. That message bell's done me head in. Gibel. I've had 1 over 2 kilogram. Oh, I can't. I'll have to let this one go. What an idiot. Anyway, it's not a problem. What is that, sir? For the release of... I don't know. They give me something anyway. You can release fish. I'll put this one down. Go to take me. Stay with me if you want. I'm going to go back to the fort and empty the net. I think I've waited too long for this. These cafe orders, they're not coming through. With having the big orders on for the carp, they're taking hours to come through, you know. So I'll leave them. I think I'll leave them in my net and just keep doing this. But you don't want to see that. You know, you don't need to see that on a stream anyway. Me just filling 24, 25 fishing or whatever it is. Come on, Cafe, be changed. Come on. Wish me luck. No, they're not changed, are they? We did get a decent rough, but it's still not big enough. I thought we had, but I think our rough were 1.3, I think, something like that. Let's have a look. Look at our rough. Is that 103? Don't even come into the category thing. 100, 800 anyway. Let's have I'll tell you what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going cash this in for you to see what it's worth, and we can start again. You know, catch with a new order. Let's have a see. Got all them. 207, not as much as it were before because we took some of the bigger fish out, didn't we? But there you go. I can catch some more of them as the orders come in. How much did we have then? Well, it's going up. I've been struggling with not having the bream swims on, but now I've found this. I can make quick money with this peg, and I just wanted to make a quick stream just to show you guys where it were. It's a shame it's more active than that, guys. You gotta trust me. Maybe, you know, maybe I overfed it a bit or anything, but that's excuse me. Don't forget to try. In fact, I'll just get back. If anybody wants to know what my setup was for the chod rig, what I caught the tench on, I can quickly show you that. I only know it from fishing it in real life. I've actually just, if we get rod 1, right, to set up the chod rig setting, this is rod 1. What I did was going through to get chod rig. If you look at your skills for bottom fishing, it's just unlocked for me using chod rig here. It's just unlocked, and if you click on it, it says, hopefully you can read it, but if you can't read it, it says this skill enables you to use a chod rig, which is one of my eyes are going as well, sorry, one of the pop-up carp hair rig varieties. I hope I'm reading this right. A distinctive feature of the chod rig is its stiff leader and a special chod hook, which ensures excellent hooking. This rig is ideal for fishing in silted and grassy areas of the bottom. So what you would do, you'd get yourself a marker rod that you cast out with a float on, and it has a lead on the bottom. So you drag the marker rod back. I've not got them yet, but I'm hoping to get them. And what you do is the marker rigging and marker rods. When you're bringing it in, to let you know what the bottom is. If say you were dragging the lead across the bottom, you would feel when it were going through sludge, and then you'd feel when it would go bobbling over stones and things like that. So that the stones would be called a gravel bed, and the sludge would be like a silt, or you know, that sort of thing. And then it'd be snagging a bit when you go through a few weeds and stuff. So that's how you work out the bottom in real life, sort of thing. And then wherever it is, you let your line go loose. You let your line go loose, and the float goes straight to the top when you're on gravel, and you'd fish the gravel area. The gravel area in that lake has probably been made into gravel by fish actually feeding on that area that they've took the silt away, and it showed the bottom of the gravel bed. So that's where the fish feed, you see. So that's why people target gravel areas in silted lakes and stuff, you know. And that's what you would do. And they also fish on top of silt, so you'd use a silt lead core camouflage, or you're fishing on top of weed, you'd use a pop-up to take the bait above the weed, but you'd have camouflaged lead leaders to be masked in the weed, yet you'd have this bright boilie with a you know, you might have a sweet corn, might pop up boilie, snowman, you know, all these things can be just, and they just flop up above the surface of the weed, you know. So great inventions to the fishing tactics. So that's how I've got to the chod rig, right? So that's there. When you're actually in the rod setting it up, you'd need to go to here and go down to chod rig. You click it, and that's how it sets up. Can you see? So this is a stiff piece of line, and the floating boilie actually extends that hook, so it's like buoyant yet can flow with the flow, sort of thing. And it's a bolt. It's not a bolt rig. It's a chod rig. Because that's what it's called. But can you see, if a fish swum up, it's got plenty clearance to go from any angle and suck that boil into its mouth and get, and once it starts chewing the boilie and it pricks its mouth, it'll panic and it'll run away. When that runs away, this little link runs up, but then it hits that stop there. Can you see the stop? When that runs that way, it hits that stop, the stop, and all the line tensions up, and the weight sets the hook in the fish's mouth. And then they have an actual connector where as it hooks, the connector's only halfway pushed into the lead, and as the fish shoots itself, the lead drops off, and so the fish then is on a line without the weight, and you fight the fish. But if you lose the fish, it's not dragging a big heavy weight about. Some of the safety things they've brought into the carp fishing, but very great invention and really effective for catching carp and stuff, you know. Okay, so I put the chod rig on, I'm sorry. Right, so you got different options. So like I said with the lead core, you'd find out what the bottom is, and so this is a weed one. So if you were going over weed, you'd put the weed, you know, weed leader on, and then you'd put a camouflage one. In fact, I thought I've actually got, here's one I prepared earlier. Let me go back. I think I still have my rods set up here. Let me have a look. Which one was it? These are the rods I used, and that's the setting. It was me heavier rods I were using. I think it might be this one. What's got the no? What's put? It might be on. Yeah. So as with the leader, if you're fishing on Oh, sorry, that's a fluorocarbon leader. Sorry, as with the lead core the lead core, sorry. That's camouflaged to the green to weeds and stuff like that, and a matching lead so that they're invisible. Then you use an invisible leader and a carp hook, which is usually a chod hook. The chod hook is like one of them butterfly hooks. It's actually like a circle, like for doing stitches. A doctor has, a doctor holds them in like a forceps or whatever they're called, and they do the stitching with them curved hooks. It's that sort of hook, chod hook, and that's the size they used. This is the one what took I think it was the 10, and I think I caught on, I think it was a natural, the yellow one. I think I'll go back and have a look, but I did have this dip in, so I know it would definitely. I'll have a look at the size now, but it was either it was definitely that tiger knot. But I think this was yellow. I'll just check and then I'll let you go, guys. I just wanted to show you that because I fished that exactly the same 7 meters in that hole. I got less bites, but I got carp, I got bigger tench. But I also got Gibel taking the 10mm boiler. So it can work out a bit expensive. You might as well use the worms if you're going to be catching the same fish, sort of thing. But it did bring out a trophy, didn't it? So that was the bonus of trying that. And I actually opened up. When you get points for doing a new method of fishing, so I unlocked that sort of. You get like it says you've used a new method, sort of thing. So I think you get points, or it moves on to the next one. It was this one. It was. Does it say? Oh yeah, there you go, guys. Tiger nut, 10 pop up, and a natural flavour yellow. So it's that pop up with the yellow. Go back into this. It's the yellow one. That's got the yellow one. It's them, guys. That one. So the 10mm tiger nut with the natural. That's what took the trophy, and I think that's what took the trophy. Tench, and I think. If I'm still lucky, I'll look at weekly. If we're lucky and it's not been beat, I think we were second in this list. I think, or third. Other regions, that'll help, won't it? About past the Tench. Easily down at bottom Tench, I don't know. Maybe at the top and I missed it. You'll be able to tell me. There we go. Yeah, there you go, guys. Tiger nut 10 natural flavour yellow. So obviously that's a nice fish. Well, that's a different lake. They are bigger in that lake, I'm sure. But we got 4.5 out of Old Burg there. Don't know what these points are for either. I've only just come back. I've never seen this part of the game. That might be silver. I think Fry. Is it Fry? Look at our regions. I think Fry was second. One of our friends who comes into what's the word? Oh god, if I keep saying what's the word? Winners of the week. Oh, not me. Our regions, other regions. Winners of the week. Or have I done it wrong? Let's have it. It was leaders of the week. It might be that one. No, winners of the week. Maybe it was last week then. It was third. He got 3,000. So last week, one of our guys who comes in chat, Fry, his name's but obviously it's just his nickname. FREICG, I think it means French fries in Dutch, I think, or Danish. But very, very nice guy, and very pleased that he come third in that prizes. So 2,000 silver coins. Brilliant. I'll have to look into this. I don't know nothing about it. Do you have to do competitions from there, or is it what they're doing in game? Are they getting most trophies? It's something I don't know about. Any of you guys? Ranger. Hiya, mate. Catch some of it already. Oh, you will, yeah. My chest is bad, but I've been okay. Okay, I have a few days off streaming. Just couldn't. Every time I tried to say a word, I was coughing. It's not COVID. It's just me, emphysema sort of thing. But good, nice to see you. Are you catching? Are you fishing? This was a 10-minute video just showing this spot. If anybody's wants, you know, do some fishing, just get into that. You see the little opening in the center of this weed bed. In the center, there's like the weed thins out to show, you know, water. That's where I'm trying to concentrate the 3 rods. So the fish are there, guys, and I'm supposed to be closing this off now in Rangers on. Yeah, I'm in 2 hours and 10 minutes. Oh yeah. I'm glad you're okay, Rangers. You're okay. Football started again. You'll start winning your matches and get to top of that league. Oh, you've been ill. Sorry, mate. Sorry to hear that. Well, get well soon. It's horrible when you're ill. Sorry you're ill, mate. I'll cast in, because this doesn't look like it's going to be a... So, did I show you it, Chodrig? I did, didn't I? Okay. Well, I didn't, but it's on this rod here, guys. That was me in this setup. The one with the yellow flavour. That's... and to get to this setup, I haven't showed you, sorry. You have to change this. You get the choice of these. So you... Really devastating that you can catch big carp like that just on a normal lure rig. Don't have to be on a god. Bream take that in real life. I fish like that, just with two corns on a hook with a worm. I put a big well, what a natural worm, natural worms in this game. I put a worm through the middle, like ears, slide it up the line, put 2 corn on, and then drag the worm back, and it looks like ears on and then 2 eyes, sort of thing. And on this private lake we used to fish, called Gold. They had big bream and love the sweet corn with worm, like a cocktail bait sort of thing. They like that with 4 pellets in a row. Or, you know, these are like the classic presentation sort of thing. The reason they call that's a pop-up and a pop-up, but can you see how that's like, if you've heard the term snowman, it's like a 25 or a 20 millimeter boilie, but the top one's like a 10. So can you see the snowman effect? You've got the big belly of the snowman, then the little head of the snowman, and a bit like that sort of thing, you know, but with a little boilie instead. That's why they've named it the snowman. And these they just come in and slurp up everything, these big carp. So that they take the bait, the hook, the ground bait, the feed. You know, you'll put a base of feed down with grains and hemp seed and all sorts of goodies with the attractants in. Okay, guys, I yapped on enough. I did move from the 14 when I have the bream to a bit stiffer rod. Okay, best put this back to. So change this back to inline. I've been using loop rig, and if you read them, it says classic bottom sinker or feeder, ground bait feeder. Sorry, and leader. Oh, I don't know why I'm trying to read with distant glasses. I'm sorry. Classic or carp hook. So I was using that, and you can see there's a loop, and this is attached to one side of the loop. You know, they've made a loop in the line and then run a line off it, and when you reel in, the cage goes, the line goes through the cage until the end of the loop. So this is tight to the, you know, and when the fish picks that up, it can move it and it'll slide through the cage without moving the cage. But what will happen is the tip of the rod and the buzzer will make a sound, and that's the little bit of to give it time to get the bait in its mouth. And then once it's started running with it, once this gets to this side, it's a weight then with the fish swimming away, and the weight hooks the fish. So all these techniques are ways that they can self-hook the fish without you having to, you know, without you having to strike. Usually with all these techniques, the fish is actually on the line and running. You'd actually be running up to your rod and the line's screaming off because it's already hooked itself, and the shock of being hooked startles it even more, and that's why you get these very impressive runs with the runs that these carp do. So I showed you that, and all my stuff's missing again, but no worries. I was using that one, I think, 60. You know, I'm going to have to go Specsavers. It's a bit blurred. Feed Mitch. We are using Tench feed for this corner. There is a faster way of getting to Tench, obviously. Do press it, you know. Just type it in. So that's in. It's 1 Old Burg. We're getting becoming a favourite of ours. This who catches the bream and the trophy bream, and it's got trophy bream and trophy. And this is the little thing that we're getting all the fish with. And I think that should be. I think everything's set up. Yeah, 7 meat. Okay. So hopefully I can get straight into fish. I switched the stream on to show you this peg, and the reason I went on the stream was I was getting loads and loads of fish. So I sets up the stream to stream, and what happens? I cast in no bites for about 10 minutes. So I'm there with, you know, embarrassed look on my face, trying to tell you how awesome. I think I've even named the stream Red Hot Blooming or Active, Super Active. You've had a chest infection. It's not COVID, is it, Rangers? Have you had a COVID test? And that's what I've got. I've had 2 courses of antibiotics, but it's a regular one with me. I've had a wheeze. I've had a wheezy chest. Actually, sounds like seagulls. You know, when I'm breathing out at the end of my breath, it actually, like cats fighting and seagulls. You know, it makes you look round sometimes because the weird. No, it's not COVID. But there's a lot of chest infections not COVID related, so this, you know, get you on if it's antibiotic. I don't think, wrong rod. I don't think the you know, I don't think the antibiotics have been strong enough for me. They seem to be doing their job until the last day when I'm going to start, and then I start getting tight again, as if it's got its second wind, the infection. Second wind now on about lungs. I don't know. I hope you're okay, Rangers, mate. Well, if you hear me throat on last week's streams, I'm an octave low with my voice. You could tell I got throat trouble and chest trouble, but the antibiotics have raised me, have got me back to, you know, being able to breathe a bit and not coughing after. I were having mute the mic every couple of words. And I bet you guys wish I'd have muted it about 10-20 minutes ago or an hour beginning at stream. But the reason we're here is to show you that this peg's not just a pike spot. I've been fishing for pike here, and there's this little gem of a spot here for loads of different. We've had some nice on the corner. People fish on this corner for grass carp and black carp, where the eye marker is, and up to the reeds and against the island. A lot of people will put a rod out there, or 2 rods out there, and actually still do the piking, and then stop when they got. So that's an option, you know. That might be one of them small fish what's actually not going to move the weight of the you know, the weight of the lead. But I can't believe why we're getting it's unbelievable we're catching bleak and rough on size 1/8. think this is a tench. There you go, that's a nice tench, isn't it, guys? Just your basic worm with tench mix. And they're here now, so get on them. You know. Do you know, I nearly actually took that rod out because I thought it were one of them little ones messing about with it. And if I hadn't got a bite on rod 3 to stop me taking that rod out, I would have took that rod out and thought it was either a Chinese sleeper or one of them small roughs or something. But so be careful of that. Very little jabbing bites might be big tench. Like that. It were doing that, wasn't it? Just little, and it didn't take it. And then it went all down. But that's it, that same bite as that other one did. This might be a tench. No, yeah, it is. So that might be the way the tench bite. You know, you'll get used to you. I mean, in real life, you can tell. You can tell by a bite. Some fish like taking the feed and taking it up, so your float will bob. What I remember with the bream was you'd lay on the bottom, maybe 2 foot even, laid on the bottom with casters or something, and then it's such a subtle bite. The float doesn't do a load of bobbing, it just gracefully goes sideways and then slowly goes under, because the bream don't know it's out, it's just feeding. And then when the other time you get a signal is the bream's slowly starting swimming away for its next meal, and that's the speed. The fish it's not alerted, it's not frightened. You get a lovely slow bite. And same on the quiver tips or swing tips or your bite indicators. It'll be a slow. That's why you use soft. That's why you use soft quiver tips, so that but when it's giving you the signal that this slow bite is coming in, the fish can't feel it because it's such a light tip. You see, if it could feel a heavy tip, it might spit the bait. A perch, you would think you get a lot of perch. I mean, in real life, I'm saying this in real life again, but if you're putting a worm in that spot, there's no way you'd catch anything, only perch. They're crazy about worms, and they're like little terriers. They're like little. They'd bully a little carp out where if it get to get the worm first. In my opinion, anyway. So it's even more hectic than this sometimes. This is what I wanted to show you. Just actually catching fish one after another. It's been great. I've been fishing about 2 or 3, maybe more. Probably 5 game days now, and it's been like, you know. It's been better than this even. So it's pretty simple setup, and the fish are there. I have thrown a lot of bait in. I'll throw 10 balls of tench bait to start it off. 10 ground bait started off, and then once you might start, you don't need to put much in, because every cast is putting. Every cast is putting another ball of ground. Well, 60 gram of well, that's the weight, but it's putting a cage of, you know, I think it says 1 portion, the 60 kg. So each cast is putting a ball of ground bait in. So you don't need to be throwing another 10. But if it goes quiet, I usually throw another 5 or 7 to wake them up, and usually during that 5 or 7 balls over the top, I throw them past because the line carries on through under the water in a diagonal line to the cage. So you're estimating where the cage is on the floor. That's where I think the feed is, you see. And usually if you start and put 3 or 4 in, you might get a bite. Sometimes I stop when you get a bite, as that's reached its level of attraction, I think. But I'll probably go another 3 or 4, just to bring the others on as well, you know, the other rods. And it weren't that one. I forgot what rod it was now. This one. And TE for Tench. Gets us to our Tench really quick. That's okay. So I've not worked out any times where it does go quiet. It's as if it's the rough time. It is the rough time, but I mean for the fish, rough or bleak, or they seem to go through. It went rough, bleak, crucians, and then a few carp, and then boom, everything were biting again and getting a tench. I've always done better in real life in the evening, 7 o'clock till dusk, till half an hour after dark is my best times for tench. On edge of weeds, on islands, what are set up for corner of reeds and stuff. They come in close as well to feed as well. So what I would do is, if I were fishing around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, I'd put some sweet corn out to actually just lay a bed, so that when they come on, you don't need to put much in, and you just fit using your actual hook on the line to actually catch them. But they're beautiful fish. They're actually a bit greener than that in the UK. You have like a green sheen on them. They're beautiful. In fact, what am I saying? The tops. Let me show you this, guys. Because they are gold as well. They have gold bellies as well. Let me just show you this. Not be a minute. I could probably zoom this a bit bigger. The one, two, I had two big bream, and I think there's four tench there. That first tench is a lovely. I think it was probably 5 kilo. That's about 11 pound. But you can see it's like it was like a greeny goldy greeny goldy velvet, really, sort of thing. That were a nice evening's fishing. That on nearly black caster brought all them fish out. Normal maggots they wouldn't touch. It's as if they knew eating maggots is bad for you, and you get hooked up. These guys who were local guys who were match fishermen who knew how to catch the fish, they said, I'm there with maggots and casters what are really bright. He said, here mate, you want these for catch fishing here, they're very crafty. And he gave me these very dark casters, almost flies really, and it brought these fish out in about 2.5 hours. And they were lovely, not fast bites, but a quality catch. All these fish would go back in. I just had them out on a wet net, you can see the reeds at the side immediately. But once that picture were took, that would first them back in, and then I just run back in one at a time. We don't eat them. It's just a sport in UK for me anyway. Lovely sport. Can't get out fishing now with a bad back, but I did love it. Sorry guys, I'll get you back on the go bite. So you can see the reeds, and it's very similar to what the picture you've just seen. You know, the edge of them reeds is where the you know, where the, what's the word? Oh, if I keep saying what's the word, I've got to get out of that. That's a new. We've got a few bites going though. Surprised we have been hitting some big. I'm saying big carp. I've just mentioned that now. Actually, I won't be on much longer because I don't know if you can hear my throats going like it was last week. But all 3 rods should be going once you get them feeding. And I don't know why I missed that then. So casting past, and then I've been clicking it, and it's so it'll swing down to me, sort of thing like that. And if any of you guys are a lower level and you're thinking about getting some early feeder rods, I've only just I've been fishing about 4 weeks from coming back from about 4 years off away, playing other games and things, and these rods, they're only I think they're only 360 silver each, and you can make that in a day on the bream. And the 14 kilogram strength rods, and they're managing 10 kilogram carp and stuff, and all the bream and all the tench, and they really, I mean, I showed you the ones with the chod, you know, me others. I went straight to these from the Astera. These are 7. Maybe that one first actually. Them are good. I think them are 140 or something like that, these rods. But so I went from them straight to these, and these are a bit too heavy. You know, they're good rods, but they're a little bit heavy. Now these are a perfect intermediate between light rods and that, and I'm really enjoying these rods. And I believe the picker rods are have the same effect. They're very, very good at what they do, light, you know, the lighter side of the feeder fishing, but they're a bit expensive because they're a specialist rod sort of thing. But yeah, I do like these rods. You know, you can swing fish like that and don't worry about it. I have got good reels on them, for my level anyway. Well, not for my level, probably be on someone else at my level, but these rods are pretty good. The gold and the caliber is what I've got on. I've got 2 gold. The gold look nice on the green rods. But also does the black, well, the black one. It matches the butt of the handle, notice that? So there you go, it matches some part, and the top of the rod. So, we got some sort of matching. Aha, I needed that. I wonder if I've sold them. I've just sold them, haven't I? No, I've been saying if a fish comes in, I had 6 roach like that, and I needed 1 more, and I've been fishing all day, not actually tagging it. But now I've sold me net of fish. I did sell my net of fish, didn't I? It comes in now. That would have got me, I think, 40 silver or something like that. Never mind. We'll have to catch another 6. Have the 6. Oh well. All that lads talking. Yeah, I emptied it, didn't I? Some nice tench there, isn't there? I believe. The you know, the payload. I don't know what that's doing. I picked that up because I didn't know where the line were. I could see it weren't torch. Right guys, you know with moving the actually moving the to show you the picture of the tench, I've minimised your I've had to minimise your chat, so I'm going to get back to you now guys. I'll just pick this fish and I'll catch up with I love cruising as well. Beautiful fish. Like a bar of gold. Red butterflies fins and stuff. Like goldenrod, them are beautiful. I said I'd get chat going, didn't I? Sorry guys. Right. I'll leave that one, I'll get chat. Hold on. Because it all ends up being layered on top of each other. Clip is 7, mate. Sonzi, sorry. Sonzi, the clip is 7. Damn it. I put 7 meter, but I had oh goodness, I'll go after that again. Sorry, Sonzi. Okay, I sent Sonzi the clip size. And why are you catching and you're still casting in? You're feeding your swim. You don't need to be throwing ground bait balls in the right. Because your cage on your rod will feed the spot. As long as you're getting regular bites. If you're ever fishing and you've not had a bite for a few minutes in game, you know, to what's usual. Some fish you have to wait for, like eels and stuff like that. But don't be scared of bringing it back in and casting in again. Sometimes, a lot of the times, you'll have a small fish on what's not been able to move your cage, like a rough or a bleak or a small roach or something small. So it's always, you know, there's sometimes reasons for not getting bites for a while, and if you take that little fish off, then your next cast could be a trophy. So, you know, don't be stuck there just looking at dead rods sort of thing, what are not moving. You wanna make sure they're active. Sometimes they'll land in weeds in real life, and so. And another reason for an inactive rod to be casting again is to load up your cage to, you know, to put more feed in and keep it topped up. Okay guys, I'm going to leave it here. I said it would go to be a small stream, and I were wrong again. A short stream, sorry. I were wrong again, but I think you've seen with the little, you know, 5-10 minute cameo of catching a few nice tench and emptying the nets and stuff, and the different species that we can be caught here. You can catch eels here, Chinese sleeper, the burbot if you're fishing on the correct fish pieces, cheese, worm, nightcrawler gets the burbot, and then there's all the coarse fish like crucians that get coming on the worm. Almost all the fish take worm, you know. So, but it's been like that. That's a beautiful, like barago, beautiful fish. That one's a good cast. That's not where I'm after. You know, and if you've set up a swim, try and get close to where you put your feed, and you'll benefit from keeping it. Hey, that was one of them funny bites again. That, wasn't it? That's a drop back. So I'll lift into it. Okay. And I am trying to just cast across the with all 3 rods actually. That's a nice one, isn't it? Just get that a bit closer to that gap in the weed if I can. Yeah, the well, it's crossed them, but it's still up there, you know. Push the rod a bit closer. Okay, I'm going to carry on fishing this spot for a few hours. I'm sure you guys don't want to. We have our friend, I think. Well, you're okay, Rangers. Alright, I can help you there. Is it? Oh, God, I've got my distance glasses. Wobblery, is it? Wobblery. You've been playing the game 2 hours and still don't know how to get fish up. Right. If you've been playing 2 hours, yes, I can help you. No problem. What I'll have to do is stop fishing here and show you where you can get some stuff free from the cottage. got a fish. Right. At the start, you won't be able to fish like I'm fishing. You'll be float fishing. Do you... right click on the mouse and it... right click on your mouse and it lifts the rod when you've got a bite. When the fish... Let me show you. You're using a float rod, aren't you? Okay, let me... let me show you. Not that one. Let me put that down. In fact, no, let me put it down. Let me pick it up. And so you can set your rods up to be 1, 2, and 3 in the list. If you press U, it brings up your tackle by pressing U. Now, what you do to place these places, you're probably not premium or anything, but you may be premium. If you're premium, you get 7 slots. If you're not premium, you get 5. These 5, you probably have your bamboo rod, right? So what you can do is drag your bamboo into there. I'm saying bamboo because if you've been to the first pond, at the back of the hut, you get free bamboo and a free rod. That rod is... which is it? I'll show... In fact, I'll go here and show it out. So, let me take my rods in. Okay. To put the rods away, you press backspace on the... it's not... Is it backspace? It's the one above enter on your keyboard. But once you've got your rods into 1, 2, and 3, you can actually call for them by pressing 1, 2, and 3. You see that now? I press 1, and that's how your float will be. So if I put a worm on there, right. So if I press I, this is how you set your stuff. Excuse me, I've got a bit of sorry about that. I've got a bad throat. Right, so you click on that to change the... I think I've got... You don't need a leader on it, I don't think. I think straight line works as well. So to adjust the depth, you use the positive. Positive. You know, on the number keyboards of your keyboard, can you see in the center of the bottom of the screen that right? So adjust your depth, and then to cast in, you use the left mouse, right? And to bring it back out when the float goes under, can you see the top? You can set that to be on or off the picture on the top right. I'm hoping we get a bite, but I've not tried it with the float. Is that what you mean? You don't know how to lift the... Hi Gothic Thong. Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you? Fine, thanks. We're just helping. Right. That's what you want to learn to do. I just hold both buttons then, left and right mouse buttons, but I think it's just right button, but we'll have to just test that again. It's been a while since I've float fish, actually. But I'm good. I'm good, Gothic Thong. If there's anything I'm just showing this spot on Old Burg. It's been absolutely red hot on nature worm, which is our earthworm sort of thing, your garden worm. So yeah, so to lift the rod, just come to you. The writing is the same colour. You name it right, Warbler. To lift the rod, hold the left and right mouse buttons down at the same time. It lifts the rod, and when you get a bite and the float goes under, press both left and right mouse, and it lifts the rod. I had to try it then and think about it because I've not done it for a bit. Aha, that okay. Very good, well done. I want to show you something actually, and I'll show you now. There's a few things to show you as a beginner. Right, enjoy the game. You're gonna love it. Well, I didn't get it. No, you have to try and watch for when the float goes under, and when the float's moving under, that's when the fish is pulling the line, because it's got your food in its mouth, you see. So somebody's setting fireworks off here, believe it or not. Everybody gets that. Everybody misses fish. Don't, you know, it's not a magic wand. You don't just dip it in and a fish comes out. You have to actually wait and wait till they take it. So what I will do now is I'll collect all my stuff. You can you know, just drop in if you're stuck. Drop in on some of the. I can't believe somebody's setting fireworks off here. Scaring all birds away. All birds are going crazy now. So is that my number? Sorry, that's my number one. So I'm going to have. So if you, Jesus, fireworks. I hope they got a reason for doing it and not just idiots. You know. Okay, I think that's all my stuff. I'm just picking up the stuff. I'm going to go to. Right. I think that's all my stuff. Right. If you press. Excuse me. If you look at your. Sorry, I'm going to have to just mute for clear my throat. Warbler, if you go to Cottage Pond, whenever you want, you don't have to do it now. I think there used to be a little, I think this was you had to actually catch a fish in this pond before you advanced. Yeah, there was a few things you had to do, like a little tutorial, I think. I don't know if it's still going now. So when you get to here, God, I forgot where my note is now. Is it up here? Here somewhere. There's a hut. Sorry. Right. You go to this. Go round to this house. But if you walk round the back, or if it's making anybody travel sick like me, you go round the back. Can you see the cane? And all the Jesus. Just give this a sec, guys. That one right near me. First, or just set it up. Right near my window, that then, if I'm coming. Well said. Hey, bud. I can distinctly off the fireworks right near the Mississippi Ring. Sorry guys, there's one idiot teenager who's being stupid with fireworks halfway down the street and he's aiming at people's houses. Well, like a dick. So somebody's sorting them out now. Okay, back to here. Yeah, you didn't get the float to go underwater. The fish ate your food. And that's what makes the float to go under. Well, left, right, mouse buttons, same time. Not working. Still not getting for. What do you mean not working? You're not dipping into a. You're not dipping in and somebody's hooking on the. Fishing. Do you know, do you go fishing in real life? Do you? Oh, you know. Right, when the float's going under, that's a fish got your hook and your bait in its mouth. It swims away and that makes the float to go under the water. What you have to do then before the fish lets go is time it to lift as it's just going under the water, as it's just running. So when you time it right, when you lift, it will hook the fish. If you time it wrong or lift it slow, the fish will know you're going trying to catch it, and it'll spit the line out, and you'll just end up with your hook and your bait. This is fishing. That's what you're trying to do. When you get onto the other stuff, it will hook the fish for you itself. But what you're trying to do. So if you click on here, can you see E crafting? Just press E and it gives you stuff. I might have got them actually. So I think I have got them. But there's also, can you see, get spur float tackle, get spur spinning tackle. So if you press G, can you see it's give you spinning tackle. Press E, you get it gives you free. Sorry, it gives you free. Not that one. Press E, and it says it's empty. Sorry, I've not got it on it. Press E open. Press Y. Sorry, the letter Y. Free tackle is available. Does it say once a day? That I couldn't even read that. Not that one. Oh, where? So I've got everything what it gives, and if you'll get line, you'll get hooks, you'll get that rod, you'll get another spinning rod. Let me show you what you get. You get one of these reels. You get one of these. You get one of. Let me see which it is. It's the one of them. You get a spinning rod, spinning reel, to be able to start spinning. If you don't know what spinning is, have a look at somebody. Go on YouTube and type in Russian Fishing 4 spinning basics or beginner spinning or beginner float fishing, and there'll be tutorials, content creators who've created all the beginning fishing. M-Dog so it's the letter M and then D-O-W-G, I think. Dog, I think he spells it. M-Dog is a very good content creator. Alright, you can't get the fish up in this game. Okay, well that's something else. So what you have to do, How deep are you fishing, and where are you fishing? Show me where you're fishing. Let me come to where you're fishing, and I'll fish the same spot and do the same thing. So are you on? Are you on here? Mosquito Lake. Mosquito. So I'll go to Mosquito. What number's on you? If you look, did you buy a map? You might not have money to buy a map yet. Hold on. I'm sure the guys who are watching in chat can understand me. Just helping Warbler. Go left. Well, can you see the map? Do you have a map? Press the letter M. M for mother. Press the letter M. Now, you will have a green arrow where you are. No maps, right. Let me see if... I wonder if I can buy you one and send you one. Let's have a look. Right, see here. Not that one. Which is it? It's the one with the... Let me go back. Yeah. It's the one with the picture in front, I think. Let's just have a look. What's this one? Tackle store. You can go to here. If you can you see me? Can you see me second level of me yellow marks on the left? Near them are my health bars. Can you see the one what's got a knife and fork? Well, if you can you see the hot food and E? If you press E on that, you get free food, and it puts your level up. Watch that second line. What's in red on the left, bottom left? When I press E now. Sorry, can you see it? I've just ate food from this free food on the first lake, and it's topping me out, topping me level up. So you get free food from there. I'm not sure where the administrator is. So if you see, can you see my green? Where on this map are you? Can you see how it's got it's got letters across the top, C, D, E, F, and it's got numbers going down. So if you were here with the green mark, you'd be F. You'd be F4. So can you work out off where you were with your arrow off my map? I'll buy one and see if I can send it to you, but I'm not sure. Not sure where the we'll go up here, see if it's up here. I'm gonna go it right way towards you anyway. Let's see if I can send it and buy it. Let's have a look. Administration. So you go to administration, you press E. You see the map for three. I'll buy it, see if I can send it you. What are you that in? Is that your name in game, Warbury or B5? You're at B5. Okay, I'll make my way to B5. You're Warbury in game. Let's have a see. So to get chat up, press Q. That brings chat up, and to look for a player. Is it? How is it spelled? You won't believe. You won't believe that your name is actually in the same blue as the background of me chat. So I can't see your word, but let's just type it in. It's warble. Goodness, I'm going to have to highlight it. Just a sec. If I highlight it, I can read it then. Warbler, ain't it? Sorry. And if you're not there, you might be there. Yeah, like you. Hi mate. Message. If I can find maps. Let's search. Map. Right. What are we looking for? Mosquito Lake map. Next. Ready. Right. Can you see in your chat? If you open up your chat, you should be able to see that you've got a Moscow. It's me. Hi, mate. Hiya, mate. So just click on the picture and it accepts it. Okay. Now, if you press if you press M for mother, once you close chat off, if you press M for mother, you should get the map up. And you think you're at B? Did you say B5? I forgot what you said now. You think you're at B5? Just have a look at your map. You were at B5. Well done, mate. So you're at B5, and I'll just have a look where B5 is. B5. So I've gone wrong way. You're down here, aren't you? So you're on this corner near one. Let's have a look then. If you press, I think everybody gets a lamp. I think if you press F for Freddy, does your light come on? That's F for flashlight. Nope. Did you get your rod and reel from? I'd send you better ones if I had any. I've just helped somebody else with them, but I'll help you out when I can. Let's put one per chat. Is wobbler. Full spinning map. There you go. I know this is not good, but this is saves you going to the back of that. Saves you going to. Don't thank me for this because I'm not giving you anything the game doesn't give you. I'm just trying to save you going to the actual back of the shop to get them. So you've got a spinning set, so you can actually go and get a spinner and try spinning for perch and stuff. So let me get to you and let's see where you are. Where is? So B5 is a bit further around the corner, isn't it? Is it that way? Let me have a look. Bit more. Down there, is it? Down there, isn't it? Okay. So yeah. Let's have a look. So you're there, fishing something like that. Okay. Now I don't know how early you can make ground bait. It's been ages since that before I started. But if you press N for Nelly, it should bring this list up. And in ground baits, I don't know if you can if you can make crackers or anything. In fact, I can send you some ground bait that you can throw in. What fish are here? I think cruisins are here, or bream, or let me send you some. Some things that you can throw in. Let us say messages. round. You'll have to excuse me, I do have a lot of let's see, you want something with worms in and stuff. What are you fishing on? Have you got maggot on or something? Don't really make ground bait. What's in that one? Not much. You want something with worms and maggots and something to attract. A minute. With our base, really good. Right, these will have some pellets in and stuff. Throwing bream. Bream heads. They've got maggots, millet, and aniseed oil, and pearl barley. That's not a bad one for throwing. Right. If you look in your, if you press T, not T, sorry, you press U. You press U, it'll bring up these things. You'll have a ball of ground bait. If I just give you Annie River. What's that one? Annie River. Basin. So if you saw what I did then, I dragged the... Sorry, I'll show you again. Pressing U for Undertaker. I meant the WWF wrestler, not somebody who buried you, sort of thing. Although Undertaker in thingy buried you as well, I know. So what I did was got the bait I wanted. And he'll do just that, and dragged it to one of the first slots. That's going to number 5. So when you've done that with your ground bait, if you press number 5 on your keyboard, it'll do this, and you can throw by strength, just like other games. You can throw a few balls of ground bait in where you're going to be fishing. Wherever you can get your float, cast out first, and then throw a few, just a couple of them in, and it'll attract some fish. You can buy crackers from the tackle shop and make it into a ball. If you buy a bag of crackers, you can press N for Nelly, go into ground baits, and name it. So crackers, you can name it crackers, you know, the crackers. And you can name it that, and then you only need to put something in here as a base. So ground crackers, that's one of your cheapest things. Just buy it like that and make it, and that's made 20 balls of a quality of 9 point. So that's made 20 balls of ground bait. You don't have to make up 100, just make enough to fish with. You know, you can do it again if you want. Depends how many bags you buy. Same again, crackers. So then, when we come back out, I'll get rid of that one. If we press that and look for crackers, it should be alphabetical. So it's obviously not being easy with all my the crackers. That's where I've just made two packs. That so if you then drag your crackers to there, you see it says crackers, tells you what they are and it tells you the strength of them. Now when I press number 5, that's that ball I've just made with that bag, what you can get from the tackle shop. So what you can do is just throw a few wherever you're fishing, and it's a spread of 2.5 meters. So spread them out a bit so that they, you know, where you won't be fishing. Right, and they have, I think they last about, well, it actually says on if you put, if you go to the actual if you go to the actual thing by holding, it actually tells you what it is and the hours. You see the duration, 13 hours duration. So I think that means how long it'll keep, sort of thing, in the water, sort of thing. Which 1 hour of our time in real life is a day in game. Let me see. I've not float fished for a while, so you have to give me a chance. So I think I'm about 82 or something like that. I think it were about. I've not fished here. I've not. Do you know this is the first time I'll be fishing here? Because when I stopped fishing 4 years ago, this weren't like this. It was another lake. It had it just had a few little shops and a green food tractor thing. But now it's all plush and nice. It's like lovely. So this is the first time I've actually cast in Mosquito Lake. So you see the float up at the top. You can decide whether you want it on in settings. Now whether I can find it out straight away or not. So you got zoom in. It must be controls are done. That's telling you float up and float down. So it's number. But you can put. I think you can put your own. Does it have its own quick? So you got to set it up to what suits you. I'm just trying to think where the actual thing is with the floats. Oh here, this is it. Extra camera on the float. So show always, camera location and size. So you can have a big float if you want to see a big float at the beginning, and where you want it. So I've got it top right, but you can have it center, whichever suits you. I didn't think center were good, so say top center and apply. There'll be a big float square now in me game. When can you see it now? Massive, but not everybody wants that there. So it'll bobble about a bit like it does in real life. If you go fishing in real life, sorry, that were me then. But actually, if you press, once you've cast in, just pressing the A button lifts. It shows that how long it is since I've fished. Wobbler, just flick the A button. You don't need to hold both. You don't need to hold both. You don't need to hold both. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need to click both to strike. You only need to hold the left button. So it's left button to cast, left button to strike. I thought it were both buttons, but maybe I did that by habit or so. You saw how the float went under. Now you've got some ground bait to attract the fish. I'm fishing about 80 centimeters. So all them things you have to... Yeah, well, have you thrown any ground bait in? Have you adjusted your depth and what you're fishing on? I've got a bait, you see. I've got a lift bait. Now I'd strike at that in real life. I'd be striking at that because there's a fish underneath lifting your first bob weight up. But the pitch is more useful for when you're casting in a long way. You know, you've got a long way to fish. I think not interested now. But I believe there's frogs you can catch on fly. Really good money for and rough. Just what you want to do is go onto YouTube and type in beginner Russian fishing for mosquito, and you get all tutorials telling you how to start, what to do, what you know. Can't show you all everything in a bit of a stream, but hopefully this will get you. Let's see another bait. So what baits have you got? Yeah, well, you've got to look for the ones who are actually making, you know, actual tutorials. You've got worm bait, okay. So same as me. So have you adjusted your depth? You know, how deep will it go? So try 110. Try 110 and see if it floats. If it doesn't float, you're too deep. Right, we're too deep, so we like fishing on the bottom, sorry. So what you can do is, that's like using that's use 60 centimetre. Get a bit closer to the bottom, I think. But fish are in different areas, but you just put, if you just thrown your ground bait in, it's on the bottom, isn't it? It will be a cloud as well, but you can catch like this as well. We're actually on the bottom with that, so you could let it just go off, but that's not the... Let's bring it back out and adjust the... So you're too deep at 110, sorry. So press the minus on the, and we'll try 95 or 96. I wouldn't have a bob weight that close to hook anyway. Right, so we're deep enough there, but still not the right depth. Let's see how it's like using a plumb bob for plumbing depth. So I'd say we were about 5 or something like that. Sorry, wrong one. So yeah, you only need to use the left mouse to lift, left mouse to cast, left mouse to strike. Right, so I'm adjusting this a bit more onto. So 88, try 88. Let's see what that is. I don't like how the telly follows the actual, you know, does that. I'd rather be looking at that and still be able to move my arm and stuff. It still looks a bit high. In fact, I'm not happy with that. I'll go a bit more. You're probably the right depth at 60. Let's go a bit more. 70. 6. I think I went deeper than that when I cast him before. I think. Right, I think that's where they've got it, level with that red mark. So I'll drag it in a bit. Okay. I can't throw without, and it doesn't let you put your rod down, I believe. Oh, does it? Yeah, sorry. Oh, right. So I've not showed you this ever. So press. I've got a bite, I think. To fish with more than one rod. See. I was just seeing if it would bite on a strike. Oh, not very good. Right, you can see your strength bar on the right. Oh, when you hold the button when you're casting, there's a strength bar to your cast. Once you where you want to be, press the 0. You know your numbers across the top of your keyboard. Press 0, and it puts it on a rod rest. So then you can go to your next rod. Or press E to pick it up. You know what I mean? It's hard to actually catch a fish in the time it takes you to take the rod off. Set the rod off the bait. Have you caught a fish yet? You got 2 rods in you, so you know how to do that. Right. So alter your depth to what am I now? Sorry. Can't do it right. I think I was 76. Alter your depth to 76 and throw that bait, that ground bait in. What I give you. And fish on them edge of them reeds like that. I strike when it's just going me. I'll actually not let the float go under. That's how I fish in real life. But sometimes it'll be too early. But you know the fish is taking. Can you see the fish is getting ready to take it again? I'm watching the fair float. I'm not watching the big picture. It's a bit off-putting, really, but. I got something for that, I don't know how. This counts towards 3 test qualification. So I don't know what that was, but let's have a see what it says. So you click that and it says this counts towards qualification assignment telescopic rod fishing. Now I told you I've not fished since all these weren't in the game. I fished 9 months before it become translated to English. So all these things are new. It's showing you what you can catch. See, these are things you can catch. 10 types of fish to catch with. 10 things to catch with a. I'll tell you what. I caught a tench here. If I give you some tench ground bait, it's good money. If you go to the shop with that, it's good money, and that's what you do. You just right. You're not getting anything. Let's go back a bit. You're not fishing exactly like me. Let me send. So we'll set your rod up like this rod up. Keep. Right. Let's have a look what line I've got on and set you up exactly the same. Cheers. Oh, Wobbly, thanks for the follow, mate. You know, just drop in and ask and I can help you set up and stuff and watch what you're doing and try and help you and show you and demonstrate. Okay, let's have a look at how this is set up. We've got snake power line. See, it's good. I've got good lines, so I'll send you some of this line to put on. Snake power line 4.8. So let me have a look. Snake power line 4.8. I've probably only got one, so let me have a look. Line. Snake power line 4.8. Don't look like I've got any. What's going on? Right. Just stay there a sec. Not be a minute. I'll send you some of the line I'm using. And then with no excuses, and we're all fishing the same. See what hooks I've got on and stuff. Because the quality of hooks do make a difference. Is this a tackle shot? Yeah, right. And have a look again what hook I've got on there. Right, I've got a very good hook on it. Berserker Hook Rage Series 4, let's have a look. That'll be an expensive hook, that. Let me have a look. Berserker Hook Series 418, let's have a look. And snake 4.8, wasn't it? So, line. I think it was now on that one, it snake. I'll do that again. Right now, and a filler car. Snake. Line. Goodness me, my brain is not working. Let me just have a look at this again. So that we've got the same setup. Snake power line. GRN 4.8, 100 meters. Let me have a look. It's green and it's nylon monofilament. Okay, so snake power line 4.8 GRN. I don't know if the game will let you use these higher hooks yet. You'll have to tell me when I send you one. Stick power line. So what? So lines. Nylon monofilament. Snake. GRN. It's that one, isn't it? Is it that one? 100 meters. Or it's CRL or GRN? I think it's that one. 4 point. Were it 4.2? I think it's 4.2. I think that's it. Put that on your line. And hook was like E hooks. I don't know if it'll let you use these hooks, you see. Let me have a look at classic. See, that's what I'm using, but I'm not sure whether it stops you using them or whether you can buy them at beginning of the game. Try anyway. 18. Oh, they're out of stock. 17, 16. Let's see how many I've got. Hooks. Alright, one of these will do. Two. That one, I think. No, that's series 1. But it's an 18, that's a 16, that's an 18, that'll be a good one. A good an 18. That's a dear one. Send you that one. See if you can put it on your line. Okay, so so get you in chat. Wow, bullet. Fine. That's it. Is that it? 4.2 here. Put this on your rods. And put these on your there's a size. Is that size going down or up? That's interesting. Where's the red one? I just hooks. Is it other way around? Where's the 18's gone? Yeah, then 18, 24s, 22s, 18s. That 18s will do, but I don't know if it's. Where's the red ones gone? We're red or no? I'll go and send you. Have a sec. For some reason, it's not showing the these. For some reason. 18. Send you that one. Send you an 18. Try that one. Next. Right, put that on that rod. On the bamboo rod. And let's see if we can go for the same. What float have I got on? Let's have a look. Although your float should be okay. I'm not sure it'll let you have a let float at the beginning again. Don't think it let me. Let me just let's have a look. What's this? Okay, where's our peg again? It's a sit here. Sit this one we were at. I mean, are you at the same place as I am? What number have you got on your... Excuse me, I need cough. I was sending you Tench from... In fact, I should send you the ball I've sent. I've got on. Oh, very good. You just got your first fish. Congrats. There's a bug. Ah. Oh, I'm glad you're up and running then. Well, put them on your line and get fishing and yeah, brilliant. Well, that's good. I'll leave you to it then. It's no use you watching me struggle catching fish. You might as well get used to what you're doing now. Feel the depth out, put some feed in, send us a message of how you're getting on. My name will stay in your chat now unless you get rid of it in future or anything. But pleasure meeting you, and hope you managed to. Okay, no problem, mate. Anytime. But the reason I'm closing, I'm going to move off is because I'm going to close the stream now. So I'll be on stream. You're following me now, so you'll be able to see when I'm streaming. But I'll be fishing through the day most times anyway. So if you get stuck, just just send us a message in chat. You just press Q, and as you can see, there are a few people helping me, and I'm helping a few people. So, and you just click on my name, and then you'll be able to chat. Just hi Ed or something like that. Okay, that'll give you a start. And good luck. You know, good luck. It's a great game. You get into it, especially if you're used to fishing normally. Just be careful. Just be careful. No problem. Just be careful. Make sure your line's the weakest part. You know, keep your line underneath the strength of the rods. Especially when you move on to feeder rods and stuff. You want to use leaders lighter than your line, which you'll know with being a real fisherman. Like like using a bottom, a hook length. They call them leaders. Put a leader on what's less than your line. Put the line on what's less than the reels. Now the reels in this game, well, chat might be able to disagree with me or correct me on it. The reels, spinning reels, which is what we use normal float fishing and ledgering. Listen, my throat, it's gone. Excuse me. The reels are about 1.5 times the strength the shore. The strength. Sorry, hold on, give me. Sorry about that, guys. The strength of the reel is not the strength of the mechanics. It's not how strong the breaking strain of the reel is. It's the actual resistance of the friction brake. You know, the clutch, the drag. The drag is that's the strength it shows on the reel. So for actual line strength, you can probably go half again. So say it's a 4 kilogram reel, you can probably go 6.5, 6.4 line, but always have your line then with a 3 or a 4, you know, a lot smaller leader, not too small, just so that the leader breaks and you just lose your hook and your cage. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Good luck, Warbler. Congrats on your first fish, mate, and tight lines and many happy days fishing. And I'll see you see you on the bank. Okay, mate, no problem at all. And that goes to the rest of you guys. Thanks for joining us, guys. And that was when you get to just follow these streams, you'll be good to go when you get on the next few waters. When you get to Burg, you'll be bream fishing and catching them cruisins what we're catching. If you watch this stream back, that is. Okay. Thank you very much, guys, for joining and watching. We've got Warbler on his way, and he's caught his first fish. So that's great, isn't it? That's a good stream. I enjoyed that, and I hope you did too. And if you see him on the bank, give him a hello and help him out like we can. And we're a good community here, and that's the sort of thing we want more of. So thanks, guys. I'll try and get me chest in a bit of better order. Then I sound a bit better, but yeah, and give that a go on. Give the Pike Spot a go on worm. You'll have a good day's fishing, I promise. Okay, guys, stay safe and tight lines. Catch you again.